Ron, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Thanks for asking. I've had a really amazing weekend. Amazing volunteers, remnant, and stuff. What did you see this weekend?
I saw kids that were just excited to be here. I saw a band who's really rehearsed and did well, and they were just like led amazing worship. It was awesome.
I know. I'm super proud of them. I didn't know if I was supposed to be proud because pride is supposed to be bad or something, but I was just like, oh, those are my people up there. I loved it. I loved it very much. That's pretty normal, good conversation. Have you ever been in a conversation that just kind of fell flat? Like, hey, how's it going, Ron?
I guess good.
So did you do anything fun this weekend? Oh.
I don't know.
We call it's like pulling teeth, right? Sometimes they're like, yeah, you're just like, so, and it's just boom. And pretty soon you're in your conversation and you're like, I think Ron's kind of dropped the ball. Don't you think that you sometimes experience that?
I didn't really...
Yeah. Well, so that's kind of a bad conversation, right? But then we talk a lot about a God conversation. We've been talking about prayer, and so we got this God conversation going. So I talk to God, and it feels like, okay, I'm doing all the talking here, God, right? You're doing all the... You feel like you're doing... How many of you feel a little like there's a little silence, kind of a deafening silence when you pray, when you're talking to God, right? So there's a sense of like, okay, why doesn't he speak to me? But then we know that he has spoken. God's spoken. And so we look at his word and we see something like, taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Well, I should probably respond to that. The ball's in my court. I should respond to that. So, Ron, what would you say? If God says, taste and see that the Lord is good, what would you say?
Lord, this verse, I don't fully understand it, but help me understand how I can taste and see that you are good in the areas of my life.
Awesome. He says things like, I have loved you with an everlasting love. What do you say back?
God, that's overwhelming. And a love that never ends, a love that has no beginning, everlasting. Thank you.
Cool. God says things to you like, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength as a pattern for things you could say. What do you say to that, Don? Then I have no excuse, and so I enter that conversation with you. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. What do you say to that? Yeah. Well, sometimes it feels like it's an Easter egg hunt, looking for God, conversation from God, right? And like, okay, where has he's spoken, but it seems like it's so kind of sparse and so kind of dry, and we just wonder, has God really spoken? I'd like you to think about that.